Alright, so this is Kirchhoff's loop rule. Okay, what a loop is, think of it as just like a series circuit. And you can have like little elements of parallel circuits that are this. So let's not make that a resistor, that's just a wire. So 2 resistors, and this would be 1 loop because you could follow your current around like this. And that would make 1 loop. Now let's say that you had, I'm just going to kind of pretend that we have another branch to this. Where we have junctions, and now I've got like a series circuit in parallel with just like a resistor. Alright, so here that would actually be another loop right here. That's pretty obvious. And then actually the whole thing could be considered a loop. So just know that. I am just going to do a simple series type thing as a quick example. So we're just going to be looking at this. So you've got the 1 loop. Alright, keep that in mind. Now what this deals with is the potential difference, also known as the voltage. Remember, potential difference is just potential energy over charge. And if you recall, the units for this are joules per coulomb or volts. Okay, and this conservation law for this one is conservation of energy. You might also see it written this way sometimes, but this one's better. E equals E prime. Anyway, I'll show you how this kind of works. So let's say that you have a voltage of the battery VB. Alright, and then you've got these 2 components. Say this is resistor, has a voltage drop of 1. Now what people mean by voltage drop is if you took like a voltmeter and you plugged it in here and here, and you got a reading on it, that's a voltage drop. It comes from potential difference, like, you know, your potential difference is changing from here to here, thus a voltage drop. So anyway, that's going to be voltage or voltage drop 1 in orange, and then in blue we'll call this voltage 2, the voltage drop across the second resistor. So what's going to happen is that these 2 together are going to be equal to your voltage of your battery. So you could write it as VB equals V1 plus V2. Now this one you might see written sometimes another way as VB minus V1 plus V2 equals 0. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to think about that way, especially if you have something like negative, like say your battery. But this is Kirchhoff's loop rule.